One thing that you guys should know about me is that I am very, very cheap. Hey Maddsters! So as most of you guys probably know, college is very expensive, and I'm not just talking about tuition, I'm talking about living in the town of Ann Arbor, which can get very pricey. So here are my 5 tips for balling on a budget. Before we get started, I just wanted to plug Maddsters Guide to Michigan, which is a 40-page long Google Doc about everything that you need to know about Michigan. And if you guys see me on campus, please say hi because it is so fun. I'm not really gonna rank these tips. These are just like 5 things that I usually do and like keep a lookout on. Number 1, what you need is self-control. For me personally, I don't carry my credit card if I don't need to. Like if I'm just going to class, I never have any credit card. I maybe have like $20 in cash like for emergencies, but I don't carry anything because I know if I walk past like a coffee shop or like a little clothing store and I see something that I want, it's gonna be very difficult for me to not buy it. So that's my best recommendation actually, to just like literally like lock your credit card up or put it somewhere where it's kind of hard to get to so you don't even think about it, like out of sight, out of mind, and just have self-control over what you want to buy or what you are not buying. And I will say this, that after studying abroad, it's not like Europe changed my life, but it made me realize how little I need. So now I'm like very, very minimalist. Another thing that you guys should know is that there is free food literally everywhere, especially first semester. Second semester, it definitely dies down a little bit. Part of me wanted to gatekeep this because I lived off of that free food first semester junior year when I lived in a house, but I'm not a gatekeeper. Probably get emails, or there will just be signs all over campus about like whatever free food events. If you're like a freshman, you have the dining hall, so like don't really worry about this, but like non-freshmen, go to those events. I am telling you guys, I did not go to the grocery store once. Like, go talk to my roommates. They do not know how I survived. I have no idea how I survived, but I'm telling you, the amount of free food available on that campus is crazy. Sometimes I would live off of donuts. Like sometimes donuts were the only thing I ate all day, but at least I wasn't spending money on food. Along with free food is that there are a lot of free clothes available. I'm telling you, like free t-shirts. One time I was walking in the Diag and the Michigan Snowboarding Club was just giving out free shirts, and so I got like 3 shirts. Fun fact, this sweatshirt, okay, this whole sweatshirt was free. I've gotten free hats, free blankets, a ridiculous amount of free t-shirts that are just piling up in my closet, and eventually I'll do something with them. But there's a lot of free clothes on campus, especially in the beginning. Another way that you can kind of save some money when you go to travel back home is by using public transportation. The Michigan Flyer is a bus that will drive from like close to the public Ann Arbor Library, which is not very far from the Union, to the airport. It's like $12 each way, so about $24 round trip, which is pretty good and a much better deal than if you have to Uber there and back. Otherwise, during breaks, Michigan usually has a specific bus that you can buy a ticket for, which is usually around like $8. That'll take students to the airport. That is first come, first serve. Also use the Ann Arbor public bus system. I've personally used it to take it to the mall because I didn't want to pay for an Uber. By using public transportation, you can actually save a lot of money, or also like carpool with people that you know. And finally, another great way to save money on food, if you do choose to eat out, which I don't recommend eating out in Ann Arbor because it's way too expensive, but it's to download Snackpass. And with that, there's actually a referral program. So use my code Maddie150 and you get free food and I get free food. And that's just a win-win to me. Snackpass will have a lot of good like specials, like 20% off an item. So that's a pretty good way to save some money if you're going out. For me personally, I only allow myself to eat out if it's a social event. So if a friend like asks me to go out to lunch, that's the only time I will actually pay for lunch. Otherwise, I really try to avoid eating out just because it adds up. It's super expensive. It'll probably run you like at least $10, and that's cheap. So it's usually around like the $15 range, and that just gets really, really expensive really fast. So yeah, that's how I really try to save money. I really like hate spending money. Like I will do anything to not spend money. I am the person who is at every single free food event. So if you go, you know I will be there. Say hi to me then. But I hope these tips were helpful. College is definitely very expensive. I think that getting like a small little part-time job is very, very helpful in combating some of those crazy costs. And let me know if you guys have any other questions. Feel free to DM me or reach out. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, Maddsters!